So it's been 5 years almost to the day that I got my first road bike. But we got to back it up a little bit. During 2020, it was that world event that kind of kept us at home. And during that time, I reignited my passion for cycling. So I dusted off my mountain bike. I even upgraded it to 2020 specs of a one by. Well, that's another story. But then a friend recommended, hey, you might want to try road biking. I think you'd like it. And I said, seriously? Wearing Lycra? Never going to happen. Until it did. So I responded to that friend and I said, hey, fine. If I can find a good deal on a road bike, like an entry level one, then I'll pick it up and try it out. If I don't like it, then I can just resell it. During that time, the market for bikes was absolutely insane. You couldn't get a new bike if you wanted, and the used market was just as crazy. Then one day I found a listing. It was an entry level road bike. I think it was a Trek 1.1 model. And the price was almost too good to be true. It was at $180. I went to check it out and it was the most sketchy situation ever. I saw the bike. I did a search on the serial number to make sure it wasn't listed as stolen. And I paid the money and took it home. And I thought, what am I getting myself into? But it was only $180. What could it hurt? I took that road bike out on the road for the first time.
12 seconds later.
I was hooked. The speed, the sensation was so different from mountain biking. That was it. I was down the rabbit hole. So that led to a new passion. Let's call it what it was and is, an obsession. So I scoured Marketplace, I scoured Craigslist for deals, and I did find deals. Bikes and parts I bought and sold, and I kind of moved up that bike ladder. Each and every bike was an upgrade in different ways, but still upgrades, building up upon the last bike. And so, which leads me to this fifth bike, the Trekkimanda behind me. I picked up this 2020 Trekkimanda SL7 almost 3 years to this day. It was deluxe. It was the fastest bike I've ever had, fully decked out. And I said to myself, I wouldn't have to upgrade a thing until I did. Let's start from the top. Again, this is a 2020 Trekkimanda SL7. The Ultegra Di2 group set is the 11-speed version. And up front for the chain rings, I have compact 50-34. And for the crank, arm length is 170 millimeter. In the rear, we have the short cage version, the SS version of the rear derailleur. For the cassette, I'm running an 11-32. It did come with an 11-28, which was a little bit hard on the hills.
Nice work.
So I put on 11-32. The short cage is technically limited, says Shimano, to 11-30, but it works fine with the right adjustments for 11-32. There are some changes happening to the drivetrain that are coming. Stay tuned, but those changes are going to bring me some easier spinning, something that my old body really needs. For almost the entire time I've had the bike, I have not had a power meter. So in a way, it's been ignorance is bliss. But this summer, I found a great deal on the single-sided power meter. It was used on Facebook Marketplace. It was in pristine condition. It's by 4i, and it's been great knowing the power levels that I have, the low watts that I output right on my computer. The carbon wheels spec'd on the bike are the Aeolus Pro 3s, and they have a depth of 35 millimeter with an internal width of 19.5 millimeter. It's old in terms of its dimensions, but I've been running 28C tires from the beginning and have not had a problem with them. I'm looking forward to an upgrade that I'm going to share with you guys on a future video. stay tuned for that. For the saddle, I'm running the Celitalia SLR Boost in the S3 sizing, the 130 millimeter width, with the manganese rails. Nothing fancy here, folks. I just got it for a good deal on the used marketplace. Up front for the cockpit, I did change things up for the stem. I have an Easton EC90SL carbon stem in a 90 millimeter length. And for the handlebar, have a specialized S-Works shallow bend in a 40 centimeter width. I like the shape. It's got a kind of an ovalized tops, so it's a good perch when you're climbing, and it's a shallow bend, so I can get down to the drops pretty easy. I've learned to do that, get comfortable in getting into the drops for some sprints or some heavy efforts to push out all my minimal watts. And for the out front mount, no integration here, folks. So I'm just rocking a K-Edge Combo XL, I think is what it's called, with the attachment, not for a camera, but for a headlight. For the bottle cages, I have the King Cage titanium bottle cages. I'm a Thai fanboy. My previous road bike was a Linsky titanium, and my mountain bike, my vintage mountain bike from 1998, is a Kona Hey Hey, kind of like an homage to my titanium bikes. Thanks for checking out my bike. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And also follow me on Instagram at DudeLum. Until the next video, see ya.